everyone. Good day and welcome to another day of Amazing Jessy Summer Splash 2021. And as again, we're back with one of our amazing interviews and with an amazing special guest. So let's get right into it. Reverend Chinenye Favor Modebelu is the resident pastor of Trem Tel Aviv, House of Praise. She is a devoted and passionate Christian who loves the Lord and the work of the kingdom. She got born again at an early stage of her life in 1981. She has been a member of Trem from the start of the church. She grew up with the ministry and has served as a faithful member by leading in various groups, departments, and ministry arms. She's also a prayer warrior, mentor, counselor, teacher, preacher of the word, and a motivator of believers, making sure that people of God attain their purpose in life when they abide in the principles of God. Pastor Chinenye is happily married to Pastor Benjamin Modebelu, a wonderful man of God. They are blessed with two wonderful daughters, Serena and Jane. Reverend Chi is a mother in Israel. So everyone, please help me welcome Reverend Chinenye Modebelu. Woo!
Great.
Hello.
Hi, Jessica.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you so much for coming on this. I'm very honored.
Great. Yeah, it's also wonderful to be with you this evening. I'm so excited with my twins to be on your show. And
Thank you.
I must commend you. You're doing a good job. Well done.
Before we get into the interview, can you just give us a brief, introduction of who you are and yourself and maybe your daughters as well?
Okay. Like you said during the partly introduction, my name is Pastor Chinenye Modebelu. By the grace of God, God has been gracious to me. I came from a family of six, wonderful family. I have three boys and three girls in our family. And then I can say that God has helped us. We went through school. I went through school. I had some experiences here and there. And then God has been nice to me, and God led me into this path that I'm in right now, having the call of God upon my life. And I knew it not immediately I got born again anyway, but along the line, as God started showing himself strong in my life, and because I really served from the scratch, following the things of God one step at a time, and then begin to understand things. I remember when I say that I am called, and I told our big daddy, Bishop Michael Bongo, because then I was actually living with him. And he said to me, not now, go to school, finish your education. And if after that you still have this passion and this, touch in your heart, then come back to me, we'll know how to go about it. And one thing led to another, and that is how God has really helped me, and God has really used me to motivate people, especially the women, the young ladies, and every one of them. The Lord has helped me to really motivate them, to take them through the word of God, to, by the time they see what God is doing in my life, they are really challenged, and they are really, that God can really use anybody, at any given time to do the things of God. So I don't know. I think that's all I can say for now. By the grace of God, I'm pastoring Trem Tel Aviv. I didn't just start like that. I started from Trem Abba, served there, went to Trem Port Harcourt, served there in the office and different departments, and before I came to Israel. And since then, for more than 16 years now, I've been pastoring Trem Israel, and it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. That's actually very amazing. And as you can see, you have two lovely daughters behind you. So let everyone just say hi, Serena. Hi, Jen.
Serena, say hi to Auntie Jessica. Say hi. Say shalom.
Hi.
Say shalom.
Shy.
Serena, say shalom. Don't be shy. Jen, say shalom.
Shalom.
Jen, great.
Hi, shalom.
Okay,
I
know that they're a little bit shy because they lost their front teeth, so they are trying to.
No, I remember when I lost mine. It's cool. It's a part of life.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, before we get into it, I just want to know, a little about them so they can just want to talk to the twins for a bit. So hi, Jane.
Okay.
Oh, I've already said your name. I was gonna ask you what your name was.
Actually, Serena. Oh yeah, Auntie Jessica is asking you, what's your name? She can't hear you. Can you speak loud? Speak loud. My name is Serena Chika Modebelu. Yeah. How old are
Wow.
you?
And how old are you?
I'm 5 years old.
Wow. And Jane?
Great. Jen, introduce yourself. What's your name? Jen.
And
Great.
how old are you?
5.
Yay!
So,
Well, thank you, lovely cousins. I love you guys. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. What we're gonna be talking about today, just the advantages and a little bit of the challenges of and all about having twins, because you have them, and that's a really interesting topic. So I just want to know a bit about them. So, firstly, I want to ask you, how did you feel when you found out you were gonna have twins?
wow, that's a very interesting and wonderful question. A lot of people have asked me this also. Let me just stress it a little bit back, because before I got pregnant, excuse me, Jane, you see, I'm online. People are watching. Be calm, okay? So, let me say, before I got married, I never knew I was going to have a twin. I wouldn't say that I decided, or,
Yeah.
this is what I was expecting. So let's just get that straight. But when I got married and then I waited for a very long time, it took me a very long time to be pregnant, though I had one or two chances and then I had miscarriages here and there.
Yeah.
My life is full of testimony, honestly, but I'll try and make it as possible as I can. So, but when I got married, and then, like I said, I waited for a very long time before I got pregnant. So at that point in time, I now said to the Lord, for me waiting this long, in fact, I actually asked for three. I said I want to have three, at once, that kind of triplet. And I started praying on that line. So, and then when God finally blessed me and I became pregnant in 2015 precisely, I I didn't know exactly then, but when I went for tests and they told me your test reads that there are twins, wow, I was so excited. In fact, I was out of this world. I don't know how to explain that to you, but my joy was full. I was so happy. I quickly, I just came into the house that day. I was just dancing on my own. I was celebrating and said, thank you, Jesus. Finally, this came to pass that I'm going to have twins. So that was, but though I didn't know the sex of the twins, whether it's going to be a boy, they just told me
Yeah.
two at that early stage.
Well, honestly, that's really amazing for, not having children for a long time. And then when you do, God gives you double blessings. It's really amazing.
Yeah,
And so you would definitely say that you would have preferred to have them as twins instead of one by one.
exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
yeah. You
Yeah.
know, it's amazing. God gave you them both
God
at once.
answered, that for me.
Yeah.
So it's really amazing. It's really amazing.
Yeah, and obviously, twins, they could be identical and sometimes they're not. But when they were born and I saw the pictures, they looked very, very much alike to me. Like I couldn't see the difference. So how were you able to like tell them apart?
Okay, like you said, yeah, at the early when I gave birth to them, that moment, it's not at that first time you may not be able to really identify who is who,
Yeah.
but when I look closely, I noticed that Serena was plumpy and she was a little bit slim. So that was the first thing that caught my attention.
Yeah.
And then I now knew that, okay, this one is plumpy, she's plumpy, and this one is a little bit slim.
Yeah.
And then she's very fair. When I mean very fair,
Yeah,
Serena,
she is. Yeah.
yes, and Jane was a little bit dark there. but you can see that right now she's not black anymore. In fact, sometimes she looks fairer than her, you know. So that was the first time. Then after a little while, when their hair started coming up, well, she had a
More
very,
hair.
yeah, her hair was longer and a little bit bushy, and her hair was scanty. So
Yeah.
something start coming up. You start to
Yes,
say, "No." So other people, it was difficult, but for me, I was trying to pick out those things, and I saw them, and then I said, okay, this is Serena, this is this is Jane.
So like with twins who like almost look very much alike, you have to really notice the little things and
The little things,
and
the
yeah,
little things.
and you'll be able to tell them apart. And when I met them the first time, they were like really hyper, like very, very, very much. And you'll be like,
they are still demonstrating
this
it.
hyper, yeah. They really didn't change.
I'm trying to coordinate them.
Yeah, but obviously, even if they're twins, they obviously like have a bit like differences in personality. I wouldn't know because I haven't been very, very, very close to them in proximity. But like for you, what would you say would be like the differences in their personality?
Okay. Somehow like Serena, she's a little bit quiet, kind of. You can actually, this one is a little bit on the hyper side, you know, and she has patience. You know, she can give you some time and then try to listen, try to understand, but she takes time to know. So, and even when they were in their, I think it's the nursery, you know, they picked that what I'm saying now. The teachers try to sort that out, and that was why before they entered the bigger gang, they separated them so that everyone will be themselves and be able to, you know, understand who they are. Because if they are in the same place, there's always this dragging, you know,
And put them
it's not that
together,
they are fighting, it's not that they are fighting, but that's the way they want to show maybe I am, you know,
I am my
because
own person.
yes, you can't really say this one cannot really say I'm the senior, though she gave Jane a minute and half, kind of. That's just it. So, but she always wants to like make I'm the senior. This one does not really bother. So they have different way of doing things and understanding things. So I have to look into them and know how to relate with them individually, because for the fact that they are twins doesn't mean that they'll behave the same way. No,
Exactly.
they don't. They have different personality and the way they understand things.
Yeah, definitely. And like as not just twins, but like sisters, have there been stuff like that you've seen that they both love to do?
Jane, it's time you can go. Okay, going to yeah, so that I can hear what you're saying. Or else we're not going to do much.
Bye, Serena. Bye, Jane.
Yeah, bye, Jane. Bye, Serena. So going to the room after, mommy will come to you. Okay? Is that okay? I promise to give you some things. I'll do that. So
Yeah.
Yes, I will. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will. I promise you. Yeah, Sukaria. Okay. Bye. Okay, my sweetheart. Let's do our business now.
Okay.
Told you it's not easy.
Yeah, but it's fun. They're fun. I love hanging out with them. They're a lot. They make you feel like you just did a workout or something when you hang out with them. They're very, very hyper.
Exactly.
Okay, so my question, as like sisters, have there been stuff like they both love, or like okay, if even if it's a food or an activity they both love doing together, and also stuff that they different stuff that one likes and the other doesn't?
Okay. Somehow, let me try to put it this way. Yes, like you said, it's not everything they do together. Sometimes Serena may want to, you know, maybe read, and then Jane will want to draw. She likes to draw a lot, especially Jane. You know, I said to her, maybe you're going to be an artist, you know, because she can draw. At this, even before she became 4, she was drawing all manner of things. Unless anything she sights and you say draw this thing, she will just draw it, and and then Serena likes to kind of she can talk. She likes to talk.
Yeah.
To talk.
Okay.
Jane does not really talk so much, but she writes. She can write. She can draw, and that's the way she expresses herself. But Serena expresses herself by talking. That's what I've noticed, and she's very intelligent. Two of them are actually very intelligent and very smart. The things they know or have acquired at this level of their age is amazing. So, and then like when it's time to play with toys when they were growing up, I noticed that Jane likes the animal kinds of toys, why Serena likes like baby dolls and all that kind of thing. So there's this is mine, don't touch this, that kind of stuff. And then Jane said, okay, this gorilla is mine, this lion is mine. And then she was, okay, give me the teddy bear, the teddy bear is my own. So you begin to notice that thing, not everything this one like, but sometimes they may like the same thing, and if they like the same thing, then you have to get it too. That is the rule.
Yeah.
Get everything too. But there was a time in Serena's school, she gets a lot of let me say gifts because of her performance.
Yeah.
So they give her that gift in her own school. So if she comes back, when I see that gift and she comes back, and Jane will want it. So you cannot just leave it like that, because there will be fight every time. So what I do is I have to go and get exactly that gift at that time, and she will then there'll be peace in the house. But sometimes, so everything here is two. Everything is two. Dress is two. Everything. Shoe has to be two. If you try, let me clear this. Though Serena does not really care so much, if you want to really get that right, whatever you put on her or put on Jane, but Jane will always want you to put exactly her own, even if it is the trade, even if what is written, you say, mommy, my own is not like her own. Why? Her own is different. Please, I want like this. So what do you do? So that's why when I go to the market, it's hard for me, especially in this part of the world where I am. You don't get exactly every time. You don't.
So would you say that it would be more expensive to raise twins sometimes?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Just a minute. Oh yes. A minute. They are coming to me. I told you.
They're coming back?
Yeah, they're coming to me.
Well, it's fine. It's all about the experience of having twins.
I'm in a meeting, okay? It's okay, don't worry. Sorry. They are dragging something. It's really fun, I told you. Anyway, it's okay. So what was I even saying? You see the distractions, but it's okay. Like you said, it's fun. It's fun.
It's the fun, yeah.
Let's not bother ourselves about their
if they come, it's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like it's expensive. Yeah, it is, because sometimes something that you can just buy like one set of shoe, and now you're going to buy like 3 sets, because it's not one particular shoe they're going to wear every time. So you're going to get 3 sets of it, so that when they put on this one, they put on this one, they put on this one, then it's going to be easy. Truly, it is expensive, but what can you do? It's part of life. It's like also when you have 3 kids at home, so you have to buy for every one person.
Yeah, definitely. And lastly, I just wondering some of the advantages you would say of having twins, and then some of the challenges.
Yeah, the advantages. It's anyway, I cannot really say for in the whole sum of it, because this is my first time of having the twins, and then I'm beginning to study them to understand what it is. Though these twins thing, from my mother's side, they have a lot of twins. A lot. From my mother's side, they have a lot of twins. The senior sister had twins. The mother had set of twins. In fact, they have a surviving twins right now. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, but boy, I'm going to carry her now. You see, Sweetheart. Okay. Sorry. So I'm in a interview. Okay. I'll get back to you. So yeah, like we were saying, the advantages and the disadvantages. I don't think there's disadvantage. I don't think so because I
No,
see that.
not disadvantage, the
Okay,
challenges.
okay, challenges. Okay, good. Because the challenges. Okay, let's start from. Let me finish the advantage. The advantage is this: like when you have twins at once or triplets at once, so you don't have to think of like trying to get pregnant
Yeah,
again. You have another
that's one.
child, so that's just you have them once and then you start training them and grooming them, and as they start to grow at the early stage, there's a lot of challenges. These challenges of who is in charge is there, and then who is going to get this or get that, because sometimes when you get things and then you give to this one and this one said no, I want to have exactly like this, and then you go out there, you don't find that one. There was a time I went to the market. I honestly, I took a particular dress, and I was looking for the second part of this dress. I couldn't find. I went from shop to shop, from shop to shop, and because of that, I couldn't put that dress for any one of them.
Yeah.
I have a lot of that kind of dresses here. I have to give it out to somebody. Maybe somebody buys a dress and then one particular one and others. But for me, if I'm going by myself, I must make sure it's the same or similar kind of. There must be a kind of resemblance in the dresses or shoes or
So they
whatever.
like wearing the same things?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
okay.
like it. They like it. So for that, you see, you have to keep looking for and trying to get it. So it's a challenge. It's not easy. And another challenge is that, like in food, also, sometimes you say maybe this one say I want complex. This one say no, I want noodles, or I want this, I want that. So you are going to keep preparing this and preparing that and trying to make this person to be okay and make them to okay. So you're divided kind of here and here, here, that kind of stuff. But it's okay. It's okay
Yeah.
on its own. That's how it should be. Then the challenges were still on that challenges aspect. Like now they are not in the same school, because I was
Oh,
made to understand here that you don't put twins in the same school, because if you put them in the same school, they will still be having that conflict within themselves, and then they won't be able to be serious on their own. They won't
yeah.
work together. So now for me, the first person goes to school like earlier. The other one, their own school starts later. So when I prepare one, I have to take that one to the driver to take, and then the second one I have to go and take. The same thing, the closing time is not the same as well. So you see that it's not easy. But if they are not twins, they can be in the same place. They can be
Yeah.
in the same school. So it's really, really one of those challenges you get. So, but I think at this my stage that I am right now, I cannot really say much. But as they keep growing, then I keep observing and
Yeah.
keep understanding things about them, and I'll be able to, say more, because this is my first time. Maybe people that have had twins that are 12 years, 20 years, maybe they can say more, but this is the
No,
little.
but you're doing a great job raising them. They're amazing people, children. I actually really love them. So I just want to say you're doing amazing, and you should know that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not
Mm.
easy. And it's not just about that. You also have to, start giving them responsibility. That's another thing. When you say to Serena, okay, take this cup and put it there, Jane will say, no, 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 mommy, it's me. It's me that will put the cup. So they drag the cup. And then I try to explain to them, see, it's one person at a time. The cup is one.
Mm.
Jane will tell you, no, it's me. Let me keep it. Serena will say, mommy, but you called me first. You understand?
Yeah.
Now you kind of hug Serena and say, wow, you did so well. Jane will say, what about me? You don't want to hug me. You come, you hug them. So there's this what you do for this, you have to do for this one. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to say, okay, leave it, it's okay. No, 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 no. Do for me, I do for this one. That's the thing. So it's really, really, really not it's but it's fun. For me,
Yeah.
it's fun. For me, it's fun. It's fun.
It seems fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is.
But
It is.
anyways, that's all for today. I just want to say thank you again. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to say bye to them because they're probably off having fun by themselves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're
Yeah.
having fun pregnant
I
and
told them I
enjoying
said
things.
bye and tell them I cannot wait to visit them whenever my parents let me come back to Israel. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. There's one thing I want to say that's very funny.
Mm.
Um, this that I said they lost their the front side of their teeth.
Yeah.
You see, what happens here is that the first person that had that the experience first was Serena. And when Serena lost one of her teeth, you know what Jane said? She
Well,
wanted to pull her own teeth out also so that it would be the same. You see, I'm telling you, it's really funny. And when the dad was like, why are you people doing like this? When the upper one for Serena wants her own to also do the same. She'll say, Mommy, I want to remove my teeth. I want my teeth to be like Jane's own. I say, wow. And that is why today, the two of them, their teeth are falling the same way. If one person's own fall now, the next 2 weeks, the other person's own will fall. And it's the same. If you see
yeah.
their teeth here down, two down here, the same, because they want it to be the same. It's amazing.
The power of the mind. Maybe
It's
this was.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and at least they like being like together and they like sharing stuff with each other and their experiences. So that's nice.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They at the early stage, but
Yeah.
I have to talk to them. I have to keep explaining, no, you have to share, you have to know she's your only sister. You don't have to hold this to yourself. You have to
Mm.
make room to also give her, and then but it's my own. But mommy is my name. Like some because everything they have here, you have to put name, their water bottle, their bag, because it's the same. So if you don't put
Yeah.
name, somebody else will say this is my own. So, but sometimes, Jane will want to be funny. She will go and take Serena's bag. She said, but I'm your sister. Let me use it. Mommy said we should share. That kind of stuff. Because I say you have to share. So she will say, but mommy said we should share. So why can't you give me your shoe? Give me your bag. Let me hold together. That kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's wonderful. It's wonderful having a twins because it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I'm sure that I've heard from other people that by the time they get to 10, 12, you now begin to see the beauty of having twins. The way they start
Yeah.
cooperating, helping you to do things in the house. And I can't wait for that time to come because right now it's heavy.
Well, it's in stages, you know. First you have the early stage and the middle stage. You'll enjoy all of them.
Yeah, 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 for real. For real, I will. I will.
Yeah. I don't exactly know like what it is to have a twin at all. The only closest thing I have to a twin is my brother, and we would call ourselves Irish twins because we were born in the same year. No.
Yeah, kind of.
Like
Yeah.
it was like not a year, we're not a year apart. So they say
Mhm.
Irish twins.
Yeah.
So that's the closest thing I have to a twin. It's not the best, but you know, you learn to love your brothers and your sisters. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want to thank you again for coming on to my show. And I just want to thank you for, you know, sharing your experiences, sharing what you know. And I want to thank you for letting us meet Serena and Jane. Thank
Thank
you very,
you.
very, very much.
Thank you. It's really amazing. Honestly, I have to say this again and again. I am so proud of you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for what you're doing. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You're going somewhere. You're going somewhere.
man.
The whole nations will hear you. They will see,
Man.
they will hear and see what God is doing in your life, and they will give God the praise because it's not really easy at this age you are, paying attention to, discovering yourself and knowing that this is who I am. And then you face it and you're doing it. I use you to tell them, I say, you see, I mean, I show them your videos and everything. I say, you see, you have to understand discover yourself. What do you want to do? Can you believe that the other day I was asking Serena, I say, what do you want to be? Say, I want to be a scientist. I said, do you know who is a scientist? Where did you hear this from? And I say, Jenny, what are you to say? I want to be a doctor. I say, wow, this is amazing.
Well, they discovered themselves. So
It's okay. At this early stage, they're just 5 years old, and then you say you want to be this, you want to be that. It's okay, fine. I hope you don't change that tomorrow. Maintain that. It's okay. Because when I was pregnant, even before I got pregnant, their daddy was always speaking into their life. He would say that they are going to be special, that they are going to be a solution provider, that their names will be heard all over the world for good. He was saying, he said they are special children, they are special. And you know that now they are grown up, they tell me that mommy, I'm special. And I'm like, maybe they were hearing that when their daddy, because their daddy will hold the stomach and say, you people are going to be special. And they tell me every day, mommy, I'm special. I say, yes, you are. And they say if they go to school and anybody said to them they are not special, they don't like it. They say, no, I'm special. My mommy said I'm special. My daddy said I'm special. So you see that kind of attitude is really wonderful.
It's good.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
Well,
so much.
I had fun today. It was nice. So we're gonna end it here. So thank you very, very much. I remember telling Tina and Jane I love them, and I said bye.
Jessica, bye. Jane, come on, say bye to Jessica. FOJ, boy. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.